I do, because she got a whole heap of new heavy stuff to throw at me. She does. How's your son going? Is he okay?
He's good.
Nice.
He's legit just like sitting there.
Okay. You mentioned that he plays lacrosse.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a game.
It is. It's his second year, and it's very interesting to watch as a parent.
Yeah, I bet. Gosh, how fast do those balls go?
Fast enough. Like, he's got a bruise, like that size on his arm, so, and his leg.
Yep.
And his other arm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I sympathise with you as a parent, I do. You know, but holy heck, what a game. Believe me, I saw it years ago when I was in France, and they were playing it there, and I didn't want to be a part of that, literally. Yeah, no way. I'm a rugby kind of guy, you know, I'm a gridiron kind of guy. I'm not kind of stand in front of a missile and have it fired at you.
Well, I hear rugby is like an insane sport too. I've seen like TikToks of it, but I mean,
Okay.
it looks intense.
Well, we have the All Blacks, and they are pretty much classed as the world's best, even though we didn't get the World Cup this year. It was
Bias.
It was biased, actually. It was rigged. Literally, the video refs were against us. They were paid off. But I'm not going to go in there. I could get myself in trouble.
Froze.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today I'm talking to Teagan Littlecheif, and believe me, it's such a pleasure to be able to talk to her. Let's get the official stuff out the way first, and we want to thank Selena Pinky Sims for putting us in touch with Teagan. Teagan, welcome to Galaxy.
Thanks for having me. And you know what? From the past to the future, it's such an honor to be here.
Well, it is an absolute honour for us to have you here with us, believe me. Let me tell you that it's not easy getting A, played here on Galaxy, but B, an interview. Literally, Barbara gets about 200 submissions a day, and, well, you passed all of the boxes. Literally, when Barbara cuts everything out, she's vicious with her red pen. She really, really is. She comes down, because we only have a certain amount of space that we can actually play artists on our radio, and B, only a certain amount of time in a month that we can actually do the interviews, you know what I mean? So we've got to balance it out. Barbara takes it to production, and Barbara sort of argue it out, you know, and whittle it down a little bit more. Goes to a board. Once a month we have a board meeting, and the board, well, you believe me, their only interest is it's got to be good for our image, you know what I mean? Once it's gone through all of that, Barbara brings it to me on a USB device that I play in my car. Now, a couple of reasons for that. First reason is literally, and I've got to let you know, I've got a huge stereo in my car. It is fantastic. It really is. I don't need petrol anymore. I just turn up the volume, away I go. But the first reason is literally nobody else can influence me on whether or not I want to do the interview. Now, I get no information. I don't know who the artist is or what even the title of the song is. It's just the music. So every interview is based on the quality of the music. The other reason too, by the way, is nobody else wants to drive with me. No, it's quite true. It really.
I would totally drive with you.
Yeah, well, you know, as long as you don't mind going sideways.
I don't mind.
Okay, well, that's good. Yeah, let me tell you, Barbara's former husband used to be a car racer, go sideways. Son.
That's insane.
Son, champion car racer, goes sideways. Grandson, champion racer, goes sideways. What do you know? Won't get in the car with me.
Oh.
Not at all, she won't. Now, Teagan, we opened up the show this morning with Scar on My Heart, and I'm absolutely loving this track. So I think it would be remiss of me if I didn't say, tell me a little bit about this.
So, Scar My Heart is written by Dave Temple out of Ontario, Canada, and I met him during Canadian Country Music Week, and he sent it to me like a couple days after we went our ways, and I had just lost my dad. I was like struggling mentally, emotionally, and he showed me the song, and I said, I want to do Scar My Heart because it says exactly how I feel. It says exactly what I'm going through, and like just that pain, but also really wanting to express the importance of being able to move on in a good way.
Well, I got to be honest with you, 1,788 requests for it since we've been playing. I think it's making a little bit of a recognition here at Galaxy. I really, really do. Fantastic track. Now, I've been an engineer for almost 47 years, really have. I've worked with some of the best bands in the world, not only as a front of house, but as a studio engineer as well. And I've worked in some of the best and most prestigious recording studios in the world. Now, not often do I hear a artist or a band that really encapsulates my imagination. And believe me, the first song I heard was Scar on My Heart. Teagan, I wanted to know more about you. I really did. So, I'm going to ask you, believe me, you incorporate and you have a Cree heritage here. Now, believe me, I think you made history way back in the day when you won a particular competition, and from there you've gone from strength to strength to strength. How much of it is Cree based?
Actually, you know what? Just the very tip of it. So where I live, our language is depleted, so we're trying to bring it back. We're trying to incorporate it back into our lives. You know, it's just right now I feel so colonized that Cree words are just, they roll off the tongue once you start to learn them, but at the same time it's like, I don't know if I said it right. I could be saying, you know, the pig across the street. I don't know. I could be saying something completely different, but like I said, like I've only really started incorporating Cree into my music and my life probably within like the last few years.
Well, let me encourage you to continue doing that, because I think heritage is important, especially in a medium like music, if you know what I mean. So believe me, I'm 100% there. By the way, my father was a Native American Indian as well, so believe me, I'm 100% right there for you. I really, really am. Need You to Go. Tell me about this track.
So Need You to Go, I've been in a couple of relationships where they haven't been the best for myself or my son as well, and I worked with Jesse Wyman out of Saskatoon in Saskatchewan, and I just sat with him and I said, I want to write something that speaks about addiction, that temptation with addiction, and being able to choose, you know, not only myself, but my son over everything. And it kind of all started when I was just gonna leave a relationship. I looked in the back seat and my son was in the back, and he could not look me in the eyes. Like when I used to be able to talk to him, he used to look me square in the face, have a good conversation, and be, you know, just be able to speak out about everything. And the one time that I looked at him, he just couldn't make eye contact with me, and then I just said, what's wrong? You know, tell Mom what's wrong. And he goes, I don't want to tell you. And well, maybe Mom's feeling the same way. You know, like, be able, just tell me what you're feeling. And then all at once, it was just tears. So he cried. I had to hold back my tears. I'm like, okay, you go in the house, put your headphones on, and I'm going to end a relationship right now. So that's kind of where Need You to Go came from. And, it was choosing sobriety. And that is one of my biggest things is family and sobriety with that song.
Well, I got to be honest with you, it is making a connection here at Galaxy, and well, believe me, absolutely love the work on it, I really do. So, here at Galaxy, as Teagan Littlecheif, Need You to Go. How you feeling, Teagan? You okay?
I'm good. You know what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to drive up a little ways. Because,
just be careful.
We're going to inch our way to practice.
Absolutely.
I need to escape.
In the meantime, Sean Simpson is watching. Nice to have you on board, Sean. It really, really is. Welcome back. 10% Native American Indian yourself. Sweet. Don't know whether you know this, Sean, or not, but I was actually born in Phoenix, Arizona. And my father comes from Tucson. He's a native Sioux.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my mother's Scottish, so figure that one out. I can have a lot of fun with that one at the pub. Oh, dear. Teagan, the next track we have coming up for you is Mama's Brown Eyes.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Very cool.
You'll be right.
Oh, I am. I'm hoping you'll
Even
be
try
right. Sean says, hi, Barbara.
Yeah, gave her a wave.
Okay, you gave her a wave.
Yeah.
Very cool. Gosh, it's hot in here.
You say that all the time.
But
It's not
it is
that
hot in here. It's really hot in
Next thing you'll have the heater on
here. Yeah.
this afternoon when
Yeah,
it
well,
cools off.
it's way up around 23 degrees. I don't think it warrants the heater right now.
It's not too bad. Here we go.
Teagan, we've got about 50 seconds to go.
Pardon me?
We've got about 50 seconds to go before we come back live on air.
Done. I'm finding the next road right now.
Okay.
I am so sorry. I honestly thought it was at 6:15, and I'm like, oh yeah, plenty of time.
Don't worry. You're not the first person. Believe me. Anyway, we're right there, so let's do this. That's right, I've forgotten to turn the mic on. Gosh, I'm good at this, I really, really am. I do this every time, and believe me, I don't know. I've been doing this for too many years now. You think I'd learn, but I never have, and never will. And, well, it's just part of my character now, I'm pretty sure of it. If not, well, I'm going to excuse it as. Anyway, today we're talking to Teagan Littlecheif, coming out of Saskatchewan. How is Saskatchewan? It looks like a beautiful day there today.
You know what? This is the first time the sun's been really shining in a good week and a half. It's finally at a temperature where we can wear shorts and t-shirts. I'm not complaining, but I'm going to soak this all in.
Yeah, but you're coming into summer now, aren't you?
Yeah, but, you know, our weather in Saskatchewan is very, very different.
Okay, well, is it like 4 seasons in 4 hours or something like that, like we have here in New Zealand?
First.
Yeah. Well, believe me, I think you'd acclimatise to New Zealand comfortably then, I really do. Having said that, coming into summer, Have you got any gigs, any festivals coming up in the summer period?
Yeah, actually, got a few festivals. Oxbow, there's quite a few in Saskatchewan. There's one in Manitoba at the end of, I think end of June. Yeah, it's filling up. Ever since I was able to get Pinky on board with me on my team, the job has been. My career has finally been able to do what I've wanted it to do.
Well, let me tell you how much we do love Pinky Sims. We really, really do. Selena is an absolute gem at what she does. So I think you've landed in the right camp there. I really do. Having said that, and believe me, fascinated by this because 2,077 requests for Mama's Brown Eyes so far. So this one really is starting to make an impact. Now, as I said to you, we're in every English-speaking country in the world, and some that aren't, to be very honest. And I don't know how that works, but I'll take it anyway. But they are really, really requesting a lot of Teagan Littlecheif every morning. Now, let me tell you this. I get into work about 10:30 at night. I've got to go past reception to get to my office, right? My receptionist, Sarah, she leaves out 3 USBs for me every night. One is performance, pretty much stats on how we went for the day. The next one is vital paperwork that I've got to do, emails I've got to answer, stuff like that. And the next one is, and it's called the noise request. Now, the noise literally is our family. They are not shy about asking for music from a particular artist in a particular track. So I take that to production about 1:30 in the morning, and the guys in production and I, we work out how we're going to structure our breakfast show on that information. Now, Teagan, I see your name in there every morning. Every morning. Now, this is fascinating because we have so many artists from around the world, and a lot of them don't get a chance to play because of the amount of requests that we have for talent much like yourself. So I've got to congratulate you. It is not easy, A, to get a play here, B, to get an interview, but C, to be requested every morning is phenomenal.
That's cool.
It really is.
Thank you, everybody.
I really got to congratulate you with that. I really, really do. So tell me a little bit about Mama's Brown Eyes.
Oh, Mama's Brown Eyes. I was approached with that song many, many moons ago. And I thought it was like one of the most cutest songs because it kind of described me and my parents to a T. It's like my dad was very rough around the edges, and my mom, she's such a lady. So that when it came to picking songs, I'm like, I want to do Mama's Brown Eyes and Daddy's Wild Hair because like that song just it's the one. I love it. And when I showed it to my dad, he says, I like this song. He's like, that fits you to a T.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, Teagan, you are making a huge, huge impact here at Galaxy. Here is Teagan Littlecheif, Mama's Brown Eyes. Oh, gosh. How you feeling? You okay?
Good.
Nice. Nice. Gosh, it's hot in here. 12 minutes.
How are you feeling?
Hot, sweaty. I mean, we're coming into winter and it's still, what is it? About 50 plus degrees.
Or is either cold?
Oh, good. Oh, my.
In fact, I wonder if I can bring it up here. Let me have a look. No, it doesn't want to do it. Of course
55.
55 degrees.
Yeah, we're 55.
Yeah. 55 degrees.
55 Fahrenheit.
Wow.
And it's winter time. It's crazy. I tell you what, last year, I think out of the whole of winter, I think we had about 4 fine days. Let me tell you this, because believe me, it's almost biblical, and I say almost biblical. In the Bible it says it rained for 40 days and 40 nights and some dude built a boat, right?
Here we go.
Well, here where we are right here in Kaikoura in the beautiful Bay of Plenty of New Zealand, it rained for 90 days, 90 nights. I didn't see a single bloody boat.
No, we didn't. Is she out rural somewhere?
I don't know. Are you out rural somewhere?
Right now I am.
Okay. I've got to ask you, what were you drinking?
I know Lonnie.
What's that?
It's an energy drink, sugar-free.
Oh, okay. No, that's cool. Barbara drinks a lot of
Monster.
the monster drinks.
Oh God, those hurt my heart.
Okay.
but they do the job.
Me, I'm a coffee guy.
I don't know.
I graduated from coffee like a couple months ago when I right out of Christmas.
We have 40 seconds. Next one up, sweetie, is Bring It On. Yeah, that's right. And this time I did remember to turn the mic on. How's that?
yeah,
You know, Alzheimer's hasn't completely set in yet. Okay, it's getting there, but I kind of welcome my Alzheimer's. I really do. You know, it's like my bipolar. I hate my bipolar. It's awesome. And my on-air producer is laughing in my ear about that one. 7:08 from lunchtime, 12 o'clock noon here in New Zealand. 21.5 degrees C, and believe me, I think about 55 if you're on the other side of the world. It is Friday too, by the way, coming into a new weekend, and it's Mother's Day this weekend, so treat Mum right, okay? Yeah, literally. You may hear the ads on our radio station where I take a break, go and call Mum for gas and stuff like that. Well, every year my brothers give my mother money for Mother's Day. So I know she's flush for gas money later on. I'm going to get hold of her. Really am. Having said that, Teagan, it is such a pleasure to meet you, and believe me, I'm absolutely fascinated. But I don't know, I've been reading your bio and it mentions the Grey Cup here. What is the Grey Cup?
The Grey Cup is a football, not soccer. It's football.
Okay, is that gridiron?
It's a completely different kind of football, but it's all our teams across Canada. It's Canadian Football League, so all our big Canadian football teams will fight for the title for the Grey Cup, and yeah, it's very intense.
You know, I'm fascinated. Sports is something that's in my blood, literally. I used to cover a lot of it. I even have been privileged enough to be able to be sent to cover the Olympics once over in Canada too, by the way. And I was there actually for the Special Olympics, to be very honest with you. I chose that over the mainstream stuff. But sports is a huge thing for me. I absolutely love sports and all forms of it, except for lacrosse. I wouldn't do that for quids. You couldn't pay me enough money to stand there with one of those and try and catch one of those missiles. I really couldn't. But, believe me, I absolutely support everybody's belief in their home team. If you didn't have a home team, and because you do have a home team, everybody pretty much knows who the home team hero is, don't they? That fascinates me. Really does. Simply because the whole team itself gels around this one leader of a person. but more importantly, I see a lot of times that the town itself feeds off that whole energy, if you know what I mean. So it's just one of those festive feels where the town gets out. Now, do you go down to the field itself every time they play?
Yeah, well, so being a parent, I get to work like the penalty box or the clock or something. But we've never actually been to a professional lacrosse game. So our goal for 2024 is to get to a professional lacrosse game so that we can actually see it. So we've always been like just put me on a team and I'll learn to play kind of family. So my son's been so adamant and he's so phenomenal at just being able to pick up on sports, and I'm like the complete opposite where, he's been playing hockey for many years and I still don't understand some calls.
Now, hold on. When you say hockey, now, is that ice hockey or grass hockey?
Oh yes, it's ice hockey.
Okay, fair enough. Believe me, I kind of gathered it might have been the region of where we're talking to Teagan from, but believe me, here in New Zealand we're big on grass hockey, not so big on ice hockey. We don't have a lot of ice here in New Zealand.
No.
Oh wow. Okay. What is grass hockey?
All I can say is go on the internet and have a look. Literally. We have the Australians have the hockey roos. We have the is it the silver?
The black sticks.
The black sticks, yeah.
Oh, that might be the guys.
The girls are
I don't
just phenomenal at this game. They really, really are. Guys, yeah, a little weird for the guys to be playing it, but okay. But normally, would you believe, nowadays it's on one of those false astroturf things with water in it and everything like that. You can see it at the Olympics.
Okay, I will definitely Google this when we're done here today.
Believe me, it's a well, you don't want to get hit by the ball. Well, again, it's another one of these missile games, isn't it? Much like your ice hockey. The only reason I like ice hockey, I've got to be honest with you, is the stoushes that they can have. Fantastic!
That's part of it.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to be some sort of wow to get involved in that stuff. Believe me, I'm a pacifist, so I'll sit and watch any day. Absolute, know every play, every part of it. I'm the couch professional to the max. You put me anywhere near put me in there, I'm out of here. I'm sorry, I'm gone. These guys are dangerous. They really are. Believe me, they really, really are. Having said that, I am one of these guys that says, well, bring it on. I used to play a lot of sports in my younger days, and I was always saying to the coach, put me in. So, okay, bring it on. Tell me about this track.
So, Bring It On is written by a friend of mine. He's a friend of the family. His name is Dean Belgarden. He's also from Saskatchewan. I had won one of my first ever radio competitions, and he actually, I had nothing to record. Like, I had absolutely nothing. So he wrote the first two songs called Bring It On, and the other one called Promise. And they went on that competition CD, and when he wrote Bring It On, I was like, you know what, I'm only 15. I don't understand breakups. I don't understand, heartache or heartbreak. I don't understand any of that. But now, like, after, being able to, after recording it and trying to put some heartbreak into the song, it wasn't until, like, many, many years later that I finally realized what heartache was, and I can sing the Jesus out of it now.
I get it. I really do get it. I understand. So, joining us live out of her office too, by the way, in Saskatchewan, is Teagan Littlecheif. Here's Bring It On. right, we have one more to go after this, which is Hell Bent and Heaven Bound, and this is your most requested track, literally. And believe me, sweetie, you're way up over 5,000 requests for this.
We're on the move again.
We're on the move again.
Yeah.
We are. How many countries tuned in? 100. There's 157 countries tuned in right now.
Sorry, I had to pull over.
That's all good. It's all good. How many cities?
49, 23.
Okay, there's 4,923 cities tuned in right now.
Oh, wow. Oh, hi.
I'll give you the big number at the end of this.
Oh, okay.
How many devices are listening on our live stream? Okay? Now, we don't know if it's one person or 10 people because it's only the devices that we're getting, the IPs and stuff like that. But it's significant, and believe me, I think you'll be very impressed. Should we talk about the thing afterwards? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, just quickly.
Just quickly?
Yeah,
All right.
because she wants to get to the game.
The next song we have up for you, of course, is Hell Bent and Heaven Bound. After we do that, I would like to spend just a couple of minutes before you go for your game. I know it's important, but we would like to discuss about promoting you a little bit more than what we're doing right now, if that's okay with you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Oh, by the way, are you familiar with the Galaxy Artist page on Facebook?
I'm getting there. Pinky has forwarded me a lot of things, and I just can't wait to actually be able to soak my mind into it.
Okay. Well,
I'm an addiction counselor as well, so
okay.
I don't spend as much time as I should on social media.
Fair enough. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll talk to you about it right now. I see Sean Simpson says, I love Facebook. Yeah, why not? Everybody loves Facebook. Just don't love the AI stuff, really. Really don't. I like the old Facebook, to be very honest with you. And I sure as heck don't like X. It's weird. Really is.
Mesa.
It's Friday, 10th of May, coming into a brand new weekend, and today we're in Saskatchewan talking to Teagan Littlecheif, and believe me, it's absolutely an honour to be able to have this young lady with us. And Teagan, you've been singing now since you were about 15 years of age, and we've seen you grow through the years. I did ask you if you were familiar with the Galaxy Artist Facebook page. Now, the reason why I say that is quite simple. Get on there. It's free for every artist. Now, if you've got a new song, a new video, I really don't care if you're going to the opening of a shoebox, to be honest with you, but the more times people see you there, the more times people get to know who you are and will start following you, you know what I mean? So there's a byproduct to what I'm saying to you here. Literally, we have so many people following, and that's a damn good start right there. Having said that, next time you're in the recording studio, how would you like to do me a couple of voice drops saying, hi, it's Teagan Littlecheif, you can hear me on Galaxy, something like that, and we'd be able to add that to our list. Again, the more times people get to know who you are, they get to go and find out who you are as well, you know. And before you know it, you've got a whole heap of new fans following everything you're doing. And that I feel sorry for you for. Really. but it's all part of the promotions, if you know what I mean. We are going to talk to you a little bit about something else that we have in mind right after this, but believe me, I'm fascinated by this. I did say to you that I see your name every morning, and it's included into the breakfast show. Now, let me tell you, over 5,000 requests since we've been playing this. In fact, 5,900, which is phenomenal, and 66 requests for Hell Bent Heaven Bound. What's the secret behind the success of this?
My ex-husband.
Okay.
Well, my ex-husband was, I loved him. God bless his heart. He's the father of my child. He's amazing with our son, and it was a moment, it's just, I forgot who I was when I got married, and I forgot who I was when I was going through postpartum depression, and I got so caught up in a life that was not meant for me, and it was just, I think I just needed to let off some steam, let out some inner rage, I guess, and it just kind of turned into a song. And believe it or not, that is actually my most favorite song to perform, and it's my most, to perform it live, and it's one of my most favorite ones to be able to get my guitar player to play along with.
Now, I've got a young lady, her name is Anita, coming out of Palermo, Italy, and you're talking about performing. Her question is literally, and to set the scene here, the band's on stage, the lighting, the smoke, everything's happening, the crowd's anticipating like crazy. Just before you go on stage, you get the butterflies?
Every time. It doesn't matter how big or how small the show is. Every single time, it's like I'm gonna scream. And my son is actually my person, so he is 95% of the time there with me. So if I can see him, then I'm able to just breathe and get through it. But yeah, I do.
Well, believe me, and to use the term butt pucker, I'm comfortable with the 20,000, 150,000 people. Put me in front of 10 old people and I'm stuffed. I just can't do it, literally. And it's happened, literally. I was invited once to go and talk to a group of retirees who were former business people in the community, and they wanted to know about the success of the radio station, how it went on and everything like this. Well, I got up on stage and just lost the plot, literally couldn't do it. No music involved, if you know what I mean. So I literally reached out to a number of artists and got them on a big screen and to talk with me about the success of Galaxy and their perspective of what we do, which now took the old folks out of the picture, literally. And just basically I conducted an interview with about 3 or 4 artists in front of them, answering their questions and asking the artists how that was effective to us, you know what I mean? So that was the way I got around that very, very comfortably. But standing there on stage looking at, about 80 plus old folks, couldn't do it. Just couldn't. But put me on stage in front of, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 people, no worries. Doesn't really batter an eyelid, really doesn't. In fact, I welcome that. I really do. So, without further ado, right here at Galaxy, today we're talking to Teagan Littlecheif. Here's Hell Bent Heaven Bound. Oh dear. True story. Really, I just couldn't do it. Mouth dried up. Barbara was there laughing at me. My wife was there laughing at me. Everybody was laughing at me, and all these old folks are standing there intently staring at me going, well, say something. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You know, it
still
happens though. I
laughing at
mean,
them.
there are times when I do actually get up on stage. I'm like, oh my gosh, I completely forget.
Yep, exactly. Once we wrap this up, we'll have a couple of staff members taking some photos. We'll put it all into a movie and we'll send you a copy. You'll get a copy of everything we do. Now, I usually say when you receive your movie, okay, show it to friends and family, they'll automatically love it, right? But I usually say to people, show it to people you don't like.
Nice.
Yeah, well,
Nice.
I tell you, there's a ploy here. Usually it puts a fire under their tuchus, and before you know it, they're getting in touch with us saying, hey, I've got a band too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's an on-flow thing, literally. I just like to keep Barbara busy.
I keep you busy.
Because she whips my tushy like crazy
I
with
do.
the amount of work that I have to do. So my revenge is, please show it to other people you don't like. They'll get in touch with Barbara in no time. They will. Having said that, I will talk to you as well about this other plan that I have, because I think you'll be very interested in it. I do. It includes, we're breaking new ground in another country right now, and it's a country that really does not hear any kind of music other than its own form of music. Anything from outside its own country it doesn't know about. And we've been invited to go and introduce real music to them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Well, let's put it this way. There's about 1.8 billion people in this country.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a big deal. And I want to introduce you to them.
All right.
Okay? That's right, you're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're talking to Teagan Littlecheif, and absolute honour to be able to catch up with this young lady, it really is. Now, Teagan, anything in the can? You got anything new coming out in the near future?
In the next little while here, I'll be working with singer-songwriter and performer Aaron Goodvin, so we're going to have a good little project going on, and what else? Gonna start working on the Christmas album. It's a surprise, but I mean, it's gonna be interesting to work on because it's not gonna only be just me. It'll be a few other artists as well.
Now, Marcus, coming from London, Ontario, is asking, what's the chance of doing a tour throughout Canada so we can catch up?
You know what? I would love to do one of those, and I hope it'll happen sooner rather than later.
Absolutely, and believe me, if you do have anything going on, please give us a little bit of a heads up. We'll give you a promo on it as well, and we'd love to be able to follow your career as we go through. So, Teagan, it's been an absolute honour and a pleasure to meet you, darling. It really, really has. Just wondering, will you come back again?
Absolutely. Anytime, you just let me or Selena know, and I'm back.
Awesome. But in the meantime, please don't go anywhere just yet. I do have a couple of things I want to talk to you about. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, that does wrap it up, not only for today, but for this week. It is Friday. I'll be back again on Monday for the breakfast show. Tuesday is the next time we're going to be doing gas. Believe me, 2 new artists there. You're going to love it. You really, really are. A couple of ladies too, by the way. Rockers. And you will absolutely enjoy it. In the meantime, stay safe, have a very happy and successful weekend, and from me, ladies and gentlemen, happy radio, everyone.